Today I am at my garage and I have my Zelten rod kicker inside here. The problem I have with this rod kicker is there is a gas strut inside this rod kicker. So when you compress the rod kicker here, if I can do it, then it must fly out again automatically. But as you can see, it is totally sloppy here. So the gas strut inside here is damaged or something. I don't know. You can buy a brand new original gas strut, but the problem with that is that the gas strut costs around $300 or $400 or something. I think it is a bit expensive, so I have ordered a brand new one. The one I have bought is a gas strut that is specially ordered from a company called www.fjädre.dk. It is a Danish firm that is specially made these gas struts in different sizes and so. But I have found on Zelten's homepage that it must be a 2500 Newton gas strut. It is because the gas strut must hold the boom up by all itself, and then you need such a strong gas strut. The price for this gas strut is about $70 or something, so it is way cheaper than the original one. You can also get this gas strut in different variations. It will say you can get this normal cheap edition with normal coatings, but the coating here is also very strong. But you can also get one in stainless steel. But the problem with stainless steel is that, as you know, aluminium and stainless doesn't mix. So I think it is best just with a normal one. To disassemble the rod kicker, it is very simple. As you can see, there is two plastic splits here in the sides. You must just put them in and pull this out, and then it will unlock the system. And when you're pressing in the sides, you can just slide it off like that. Then you just pull the whole rod kicker out here, and as you can see in the bottom, there's the gas strut that is coming out. But I can show you. Here we have the gas strut, and to remove the gas strut, you must press here in the sides. And remove the aluminum thing here and the cable. And when you have removed the cable, you can just pull out the whole, the old and the whole gas strut here. It's a bit difficult with only one hand, but as you can see, it is possible. Then the old gas strut is removed, and I can show you it is the original one. It is original mounted with this Arantron. I know the right one you must choose for your boat is 2500 Newton gas drought, but when I look at the numbers here, it looks like it is 600 Newton, and maybe that is the reason for the breakdown of the gas drought. It is simply because the gas drought isn't strong enough. But yeah, it is very easy to mount a new gas drought. You just remove the clips here in the ends by screwing them off. You just remove the ends here by screwing them off. They are not that tight, as you can see. There is also a little plastic thing on, and then you take the other end and screw it off. And if you will be sure that you can remove it other time, you just put on a little grease onto the things here in the ends. And my gas drought I have ordered is specially ordered so it will fit the rod kicker perfect, because I have ordered the stroud here especially for my rod kicker. In the website www.fjeder.dk you can specially order the stroud you need. I don't know if they are shipping to other countries than Denmark, but maybe they do. So I'll try this. And I just unwrap my stroud here. It is protected in a plastic bag here. Oh, it is like new. And I can show you. It is yeah, almost 100% identical. So I think it is a very good thing. The stroud I have ordered is coated in a special black coat. Black coat. So it can stand the problems as a gas drought will meet. I then take some of this Quicksilver marine grease, and I put something on the ends here, so I can remove the gas droughts when I come back in 15 years or something, or when I am on a far away island and I must take it apart or something. Very good thing to put on a small amount of grease. And then just screw this on again here. And the other end. And just screw it on. and just tighten it a bit. So when you are at Bora Bora or something place on the earth, you can disconnect it again. And then the end pieces are mounted. I have made so they are aligned, so it is totally straight in the when I put it in the pipe here. When the gas strut sits in the rod kicker, it sits like that. There is a reason for that. It is because inside the gas strut here there is oil, and when the gas strut is turning this way, the oil will flow to the bottom and into the rubber gaskets inside the gas strut here. When you keep your gas strut like this, it will not get leaky, because the oil is lubricating the gaskets. When you put in the gas strut again, it is just the same way as when you took it apart. This end in at first. You then put in the first end and the cable in the bottom, and slide it in, and then you just mount this one also with the cable in. As you can see, the cable are sitting in the scrap here, and you just put these two parts together. And let it click, and then again you press it together here, and at the end you put in the clips here, yeah, and then it is finished and ready to mount on the boat. The gas strut is now mounted, and as you can see, is the rod kicker a bit longer here. Before I could compress it all the way to the bottom, but now it is held out by the gas strut. And when I mount the rod kicker, I will show you how it works. But for now, I think it is okay. Yeah. And as always, I hope you have enjoyed my little video here, so you self can change your own gas strut in your Selden rod kicker if it is damaged. But a good reason to change it is because when it doesn't work, then the boom will fall down in the spray hood. But when it is holding it up here, you will not get the boom flying down in your spray hood if you releasing the stay that's holding the boom. But yeah, I think a rod kicker is a very good thing to have, because if you normally use a normal kicking strop, you will only hold the boom down, but this one can also hold the boom up. So a very nice thing to have.